Pennyworth is a story of two storytellers, Simon Pennyworth and Farron Rose Pennyworth. Part of the story world is destroyed or goes missing. The big bad wolf has been murdered, and they have to figure out why this happened, who did this, and see if they can repair the damage and the ripple effect that that has created in the world of the stories. It's an investigation, it's a love story, it's a murder mystery, and like a really kind of big adventure. This is the first play I've ever written. It was born certainly out of my love of comic books and my love of sort of the fantasy genre and storytelling. Most of this week we're working with Blair Thomas on 3D puppets. We're working on two particular scenes. There's a scene between a woman and a very large wolf, and there's a scene between the two storytellers, Mr. and Mrs. Pennyworth, and a little pig.
We need to have a little bit of a workshop before the rehearsal process begins, because there's a certain amount of experimentation that needs to take place, because puppet fabrication takes weeks and months to make, and I wanted to make sure I have the balance of the puppets functional to the performers, as well as that the puppets can physically do what Doug needs them to do, what the story needs them to do. It's really exciting to match the language of puppetry into a very physical, kinesthetic, visual language that Looking Glass has already developed.
Having this be a two-hander was important for me, and I wasn't really excited about having them do tons of costume changes into and out of animal costumes, and puppets was really an instinctively correct way to go for me. I also felt like I wanted there to be a three-dimensional and live element to some of the puppetry as well. Being able to see a fully realized puppet and also have access to the puppeteer and the puppet voicer and have access to their eyes and what's happening with them as performers felt like an essential part of playing some of these scenes that have a more intricate emotional content to me. I think this play is a perfect fit for Looking Glass Theater because our company has a real talent for spectacle. I think it's just in a perfect sweet spot for the strengths that our company can bring to bear on a piece like this. This is a great show for families. I think this kind of adventure, and because of the content and because of the fairy tale nature of it, has a huge amount to offer young audiences who are already sort of keyed into that, into sort of wolves and monsters and fairy tales and adventure. So I think it's going to be an amazing good time.